Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Libra for the month of February 2022. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Also, although I'm reading for February, you could be feeling these energies whenever you view this video, whether that's in February, March, April. It's whenever you view or whenever you're drawn to the video that you're meant to hear its message. Let's begin. At the heart of the reading, we have the rabbit. The rabbit is either your energy or theirs. This is somebody who's waiting, maybe feeling vulnerable. This is somebody who's longing to see someone, to speak to someone. You could be waiting for someone to reach out to you or vice versa. Yeah, see, whoever's the rabbit here, that could be you, could be the other person, but they're waiting for someone to return to them. So waiting for someone from the past. Maybe wanting to get to the root issue of why this person left in the first place. You're hoping that this time apart won't last long because somebody has withdrawn. Okay, but you still have a vision for the future, and I feel that they do also. Frankly, I feel that this rabbit could be you, but I mean, it could be them also. I feel like in this case, I feel that both of you long for each other. And so the Empress, she brings or can bring a strong romantic connection to you. Someone with a lot of potential. Whomever this is on your mind, or if they're thinking of you, this is something long term, and they're hoping that this time apart doesn't last too long or doesn't last much longer, so to speak. Hoping that, see again, that this person will reach out. See how they're reaching for the coin? Hoping that the person will reach out to them is what I feel this is. Waiting on somebody to return to them. I feel, yeah, see with that knight there, that's really slow energy. So you may have been apart from this person for quite some time. They could have been withdrawn for quite some time, but that doesn't mean the vision is lost, because the vision is still here with the vision card next, and vision of something blooming, of bringing something back to life here. Somebody wants answers. Somebody is wondering. They're trying to shed light here on something that happened like this. Something shocking happened. Somebody did something shocking. So either this was you or this was the other person. They did something shocking and then they quickly withdrew. So it's like it could have ended abruptly. It could be because somebody was carrying old wounds and they may have been triggered. For some, and I'm going to say just for some, this ended because of a third person. And, that could be in, different context. Somebody who's just causing trouble. That could have been another romantic interest. It could have been somebody who was jealous. Yeah. So there's one person here who withdrew. Somebody could have caused trouble between you guys if there was a weak link. There could have been a third party who caused trouble to try to separate you guys, for some of you. Not for everyone. For others, this, I feel, is old wounds that never healed in the Three of Swords. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. So there's that Six of Wands, and it is at the heart of the reading, but it shows up here underneath this Three of Swords. Again, waiting for somebody to return, wanting to make a decision for the future. The making up card in the Two of Cups. Somebody's really missing. I feel like it's on both sides, frankly. I really do. Okay. Four of Cups here, and it is in the reverse. So I feel like somebody, yeah, see? Again, I got to go back to that Three of Swords that's over here. Somebody was focused on what didn't work. That's where their mind was. So there was a lot of negative thoughts. Unresolved feelings. Somebody may be carrying emotional baggage. It could be that an opportunity was lost because of somebody's bad feelings or somebody's wounds, triggers. So this other person, because now I'm talking about somebody else here, or I'm talking about this person here, the one who had these wounds, the one who is withdrawn. I feel like they're going back and forth, back and forth. There's a lot of worries, a lot of, with the umbrella, it speaks to a lot of worries, a lot of little worries, worrying over the tiniest little details. Seeking shelter from the storm. It's almost like they ran, trying to distract themselves with other things. 1 minute, I'll be right back. Just going to pick up my little dog. Sorry about that. So, here's this person with all their little worries, trying to, it's like they're in their yeah, see, they're behind, they're like in their little garden here, in their little world, turned away, looking perhaps at their options, maybe, going back and forth. Maybe there's a certain bitterness here. Because of something that didn't work. This person still very much wants this relationship. I feel like, okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles over here in reverse. So I feel like they may feel like maybe they mishandled something. Maybe they blew a fuse. I feel like that's the kind of energy I'm picking up here with these kings, because King of Swords, King of Swords, Page of Swords. So I feel like they became very emotional. It's like Because typically they're very logical, and it's logic and reason, but the emotion may have overruled them, and they lost their cool. And they sent off a bad message, or a shocking message. That's what I think happened. Now, now you see they're going back and forth on wanting to communicate again. And I say this because we have books here, and the open side is facing the reading of both of these books. Books that they closed. I feel like they're excuse me, I feel like they're thinking of opening a new chapter, or reopening the book. Here we see that they're taking a deeper look, and they're with the eye, and most likely, by the way, with this card, they're watching you, they still want you, and they still want, or they want to have a discussion. They're looking at the details of doing so. It's like they have an idea for the future, but they're looking back to the past. It's like they're looking over their shoulder at the details, perhaps, of a past situation. Taking a deeper look at it. Oh yeah, taking a deeper look at it. And maybe, realizing that maybe they, kind of lost their temper. Maybe they were missing facts, because fantasy card is here. Fantasy card, it's like fantasy, imagination. It's what's true and what's false. It's getting a reality check. Oh my God, what did I just do? Or what have I done? What have I lost? It could be like that light bulb moment, that wake-up call. That, I mean, with the eel, it could be that maybe they weren't quite honest with themselves about something. So I feel like they're looking back at a situation where they just suddenly made a quick exit, and that's what they're looking at, and they're thinking of returning, of going back to close the distance. Yeah. And so we have our kings here, and one is going through, and he's poring over all of his information. Okay, all of the information that he has, and maybe either he wants to offer a truth or to get to a truth. Possibly the sword lays on the floor in front of him. One thing's for sure, he doesn't want to fight anymore, and so he has to take a decision. And he's about to. And maybe he knows that there will be some repercussions for the actions that he took in the past. But I think that he's decided to move forward with this communication. He's getting ready to communicate. That's what this page talks about. Somebody who's getting ready to send off a message. And they're not quite sure of the outcome. They're not quite sure about how the other person's going to respond because they know what they've done. But it's like owning up to something. Excuse me. Losing my voice. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's like owning up to something they've done. And because here, you see, it's like the results are expected. So they're expecting, and this could be why it's taken so long. The results are expected. They have a certain idea of what it's going to be. They're very focused on this reunion. They're looking back at the memories. I feel like they've done the inner work because no longer is she looking in the mirror. She's more looking towards the camera. There's an announcement coming with that bell there. Communication. Ace of Swords. So somebody's coming in to clear things up. This is communication. You're going to receive communication. It's coming. And it's something of importance. It's something that grabs your attention with that bell. This could be making something loud and clear, possibly. And the sword, it's like cutting to the heart of the matter. It's like, okay, this has to end. And this communication brings new hope. We see it here. New hope to be able to transform this situation. Something was mishandled in the past. What kind of in the back? In the past. Somebody, it speaks to, these cards here, they speak to somebody who's reckless. So reckless behaviors, loss or lack of control, letting the emotions overwhelm them. So, and this would have came from that. That's what started this whole thing, I feel, was a wound that wasn't healed. But I do feel the person is coming back, and we're going to get to the root of the issue with this card, and it is at the heart of your reading. Okay? A decision will be made at this time in the future. And it looks like it's a decision you're making together, which is really good. Somebody is coming to you. This is a card also that speaks of progress and movement. So things are going to begin to move. To the situation that is currently, or that your current, that the current energy is, there's going to be sudden change. There could also be a sudden change of residence. This person could come back in and just sweep you off your feet. Your final message is risk. This is your card. Now, this marker brings in the element of the unknown to your path. You see the pathway, but you don't know what's down it. Now, I mean, this message, I kind of feel like it's more for this person who has to come forward, or who is coming forward to do the right thing. They don't know. It's like the element of the unknown. It says that you can't know the outcome here. You're not supposed to. So you can't know the outcome of the action that you are being called to take until you actually do it, or they, whoever's represented by this king. Okay? This person is required to go blind, or to be blind for a time. And they are being asked, or being required, to risk all that they know and all that they've acquired on their journey for the potential of something better. You or they are being required to be blind for a time, risking all you know and all you've acquired on your journey for the potential of something better. So, will you take the risk to get there, to get here? You will be required, you or they, to rely on your intuition, because this card demands faith in what you cannot experience with your five senses, but rather a reliance on the sixth sense, your intuition. I thank you for watching, for liking and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.